What's good, YouTube? You already know who it is. It's your girl, Jayyy Wayyyy, and she likes it my way. What up, you guys? First off, let me mention, I'm sorry for the lighting. Like, the way I have you guys set up right now is really difficult for me to see myself in the camera. However, welcome back to my channel, you guys. You already know who it is. Once again, it's your girl, Jayyy Wayyyy, and she likes it my way. So, y'all already know I am back with another video for you guys. It's really hard for me to see myself. But yeah, I'm back with another video for you guys. And if you can't already tell from the title what type of video this is, I will be letting you know right now what type of video this is. This is going to be 8 tips on helping you to come out. And what I mean by coming out is 8 tips on how you can come out as gay, bisexual, transgender, lesbian, all of those above. You understand what I'm saying? So basically, in this video, I'm just going to be giving 8 tips if I can. Maybe more, maybe less. I don't know. But I'm going to be giving y'all 8 tips on how you can, come out and live your life. Also, before we even get started into the video, I just want to say happy Tuesday to everyone who is watching my video. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. Thank you for liking my videos. Thank you for sharing my videos. You know what I'm saying? All of that. I really cannot see myself. All of that. I just want to give a big thank you to everyone who has been doing all of those things. Most importantly, if you're here on my channel right now and this is your first time ever clicking on a video of mine, make sure you go ahead and subscribe to my channel. You know what I'm saying? And when you do subscribe to my channel, make sure you tell another friend to tell another friend to subscribe to my channel. Because over here, we lit over here at the Jayyy Wayyyy. Like, I really appreciate the love and the support that you guys have been giving me. Like, no funny shit. Excuse my French for the younger folks. But basically, I'm going to be giving y'all 8 tips on, how you can come out and, things that I think would be, hold on, because I can't get with this. I cannot see myself. 8 tips on how I think you should come out, or how you can come out. So, I'm going to be smoking in this video. I wasn't going to ever tell you guys that I smoke, but because I feel like my audience is pretty much people who are, over 21, I feel like I'm gonna do that. And no, I'm not smoking reefer or weed, whatever you would like to call it, marijuana. No, sir, marijuana. I'm not smoking none of that. I'm just gonna be like smoking on a black and mild in between this video. So without further ado, we're just gonna hop right into the video. For the first thing that I would say that would help, number one, that I would say that would help within coming out is make sure that you yourself are comfortable. You understand? Like, make sure that you are comfortable with knowing, what you like. You're comfortable with knowing who you are. And what I mean by comfortable is, like, make sure you're willing to have that be out to the world, because it's important to have that comfortability with yourself already, whether you're a lesbian, bisexual, transgender, whatever that may be. Like, you just want to have that comfortability with yourself already before you feel the need to come out. Because if you're not comfortable with yourself first, you expressing that to someone else, there's not going to be, even more comforting for you. You feel what I'm saying? I don't know if I said that right. Got a little tongue tied. But you want to make sure that you're confident already with yourself and you're comfortable with telling someone else, okay? And so that leads to my number 2, because my number 2 is that once you feel comfortable with knowing who you are and knowing, where you find your spot at in the LGBTQ community, LGBTQ community. Yo, I swear we got too many letters. You know what I'm saying? Like, whatever. As long as you already know who you are, then I feel like, and you got that comfortability with yourself, then I feel like it's easier for you to tell someone else, okay? And so that's gonna tie into number two. Number two would be to confide in someone who you feel comfortable with, and that you know is not judgmental, that you know is very kind, and that will definitely listen to you. You feel what I'm saying? So that can range from many people. Like it could be your mom, it could be a brother or sister, a cousin, a mentor at school or after school program. You know what I'm saying? It could be like a range of people, but as long as you find that one person who you know that you're really comfortable with and like you tell a lot of stuff to, maybe, I feel like you should tell that person next, because you know, you're gonna want like a friend or someone that you confide in on a regular basis to sort of like help you out with coming out, because I feel like it's important to have a friend or like a confidant, or like just someone who's very supportive on your side when you're coming out. So the next thing, like I'm saying, I would say would be to come out to a friend or like anyone that you're comfortable with sharing that to. Okay. And number three. Number three will be, don't feel like immediately once you figure out that you're like a lesbian or gay or bisexual or transgender, whatever it is, like once you figure out who you are, do not feel like you have to be on a time schedule. Like you don't have to automatically rush and come out and tell people like, where you fit in the LGBTQ community. Like you don't have to automatically do that. Like you can take as long as you want to. You understand what I'm saying? Like don't feel like okay, I know who I am now and now I'm just ready to tell, this person, that person, and the whole world. Like don't feel like you need to do that. Like it's not a rushed process. It's more so just like understanding, feeling comfortable, and wanting to share versus feeling like you have to. You feel what I'm saying? And also, I would say it's important to not rush that, because with being, in the LGBTQ community, granted now it's much better, like people are more open to it, and it's not sort of like looked down upon, but we still do face our hurdles and our struggles. Like, sometimes we still do get discriminated upon, you know what I'm saying? And I could speak from personal experience. Like it's not easy all the time being a lesbian, and also me being a black woman, and sometimes how I carry myself, it doesn't help, because I'm more of like the tomboy. And so like sometimes like it makes it difficult. You understand what I'm saying? But that goes into all of which I was saying. Like you got to make sure you're really comfortable with yourself, and don't feel like you have to be rushed to, have the world know who you are. Because as long as you know who you are, it really doesn't matter like when you come out to like the world. You get what I'm saying? And when I mean the world, I mean like when you're just like going to like gay bars, or like pride, or like just engaging in any sort of like pride related events. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, so don't feel rushed. Then next, so that was number four. We gotta keep up. We gotta keep that. I think that was number four. So that was number four. The next thing that I would say would be, don't feel like once you figure out like whatever you are, like once you figure out who you are, like whether you're a lesbian, and whatever letter that represents you, and that you feel like you relate to, don't feel like you have to put yourself in a box. Like, and what I mean by that is, don't feel like you have to label yourself. Like don't feel like you need to come out as, oh okay, I'm bisexual, or I'm sexually fluid, or like you're a lesbian, or whatever, or if you want to be a stud. Like don't feel like you have to conform yourself into a box, or that you have to be inserted into a label. Like being a lesbian, or being bi, or being anything, it doesn't need a trademark. You don't have to put yourself into a label or a category. Like, you can just be who you are. And with you being who you are, people are either going to take it or they're going to leave it. Like, don't feel like you have to come out and be this because people say that is what this is. You get what I'm saying? Like, don't let those stigmas or like those stereotypes or like just people talking feel like they need to place you in a category that you know that you're not. You understand what I'm saying? So don't feel like when you do come out, like, oh, okay, well, for example, oh, okay, well, you know, let's see, you're a lesbian, but you so happen to, like, you know, dress like a boy or a guy, whatever people want to see it. Don't feel like you have to have them say, well, oh yeah, she's a stud, or, you know, like, she's a butch, or whatever people, you know, whatever the little stigmas are. Don't feel like you have to fit into that category. Like, just be who you are. And like, if people fuck with it, excuse me, if people mess with it, they mess with it. And if they don't, they don't. And if they don't understand, they don't understand. That is their business. You are not obligated to, you know, inform anyone on your life or on who you are. Okay, so don't feel like you have to be put into a box or a label. Number 5 would be, I say, excuse me, before you come out, or like a tip that can help you with coming out would be, I would say, really like look into like some groups like LGBT like chats, or like sort of like yeah, like groups, like programs, to sort of like see, or like basically just get more informed on like whatever you feel you connect. I feel like you should just do some research on it, and, you know, maybe connect with another person who sort of relates to you, and, like, you know, pick their brain and get some knowledge off of them. Ask them what it was like for them when they came out and how they went about coming out. So I say definitely do that. That's number 5. You know, it's always good to do your history on stuff and just be informative and, you know, stuff like that. So number 6, I would say, number 6, we on number 6. Nah, but nah. But number 6, I would say, I would say, okay, I was gonna say like number 6 should be like coming out to your parents, but I feel like coming out in general, like, that's like the big thing that we're leading up to, like, because most of the times when you come out, it's difficult to tell your parents. So what I would say, when you are telling your parents, don't feel like, again, that you have to per se categorize yourself into one box, because, you know, your parents know you. Your parents have known you all your life, and they know how you are. So because you come out, you know, whatever letter you want to represent, doesn't mean that they're just going to automatically see you in that light. Like, if that makes sense. Do y'all catching on what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't mean that they're automatically going to see you in that light. So don't feel like you have to automatically change to something just because you came out or something resonates with you. So what I'm saying is that when you come out to your parents, you might want to use some words along the lines like, oh, you know, mom and dad, I think I might be, you know, blase blah, a lesbian or bisexual, because I've been having, you know, these feelings, or, you know, I've took interest in females and stuff like that. So you want to sort of like say something along the lines like that. Like, I would say be very like cautious when coming out to the parents, because they're already going to be questioning their own selves. That's just what parents do. So just use caution on like the words that you choose to say when you come out to your parents, because, you know, they're already going to want to ask a lot of questions and be very what is the word? They're just going to want to know stuff. Okay, so don't feel like you have to have it all, you know, ready like an essay. Like, just come out, let it flow naturally, and, you know, ease them into it as you're easing yourself into it as well. Okay, so that was number 6. Number 7, what I would say is that would help you come out would be, dang, I think I'm stuck now. But now let me see if I can think. Okay, number 7, we got two more. So what did I do? when I came out. Like, I talked to a lot of my friends, people that I really felt confident with expressing myself to. I talked to a lot of friends. Like, I really dug deep in myself, and I asked myself, like, and I got to know myself, like, this is really me. And I made sure that it was something that I wanted to do. And I made sure that I was confident enough to really do that. So that I would say number 7 is make sure you're confident enough to want to come out. Okay. And that sort of like ties into like what I've been saying. You want to make sure that you're confident enough to want to come out, because again, like I was saying, granted, times have changed, and we have pride, we have the parade, we have gay marriages legalized, but there are still people in the world who don't like lesbians, bisexual. They just don't like it. You know what I'm saying? They're not fond of the LGBTQ community. Like, they're not fond of pride. And the reason why I'm stressing it so much that you have to be confident in who you are or coming out is because if you're not, and you just so happen to come across a person that is hateful towards that, it could break a person down. And I feel like that would be very detrimental to that, because, nobody wants to hear someone speak negatively on something that is so near and dear to their heart, or who they feel like who they are. You get what I'm saying? Like, who is someone else to tell you like, oh, that's not right, or you shouldn't be, you know what I'm saying? Like, so make sure you really, really, really you're solid when you're about to come out. That's all. That's how I'm gonna keep it. Like, make sure you're solid. Like, you're good. You're ready to come out. You're prepared for the people who aren't gonna like it. Basically, that's number 7. Make sure you're prepared for the people who aren't gonna like it. Granted, there's gonna be a lot of people who will, but there are still that percentage of people who don't. And that's just being realistic and being real. So make sure that you are prepared to know that you might run into people like that, and when you do, make sure you're confident in that it don't, you know what I'm saying, it don't ruffle your feathers. It's like, whatever, like, I don't care, that type of. I'm about to swear again, but nah, I can't be doing that because YouTube don't play. Okay, so with all that being said, I cannot see myself. With all that being said, I think we have reached to our. I really can't see myself. We have because it's like the shade from the All right, let me just take off my hat. With all that being said, we have reached to number 8, and what I would say for number 8 is with all of this that I said, I would say just really, be patient with yourself, like, because it's not going to be an easy thing to do, and it's not going to automatically click. Like, there's going to be things that you're unsure of. There's going to be things that you don't have all of the knowledge on. There are going to be things that are going to make you feel uncomfortable when coming out. People who are going to make you feel like that. Situations are going to make you feel like that. But I just say be very patient with yourself. You get what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you're human, and you can only do what is best for you, and you can only move at your own pace. So don't feel like when you do come out that you have to compare yourself to someone someone who I'll say like me, who's been out since like what, 2010. Don't feel like you have to compare yourself to a person that's been out for years. You get what I'm saying? Because everybody's journey along, coming out and being part of the LGBTQ community is different. And so, like, I'm just going to, reflect it off of me. What I went through when I came out is probably not going to be identical or exactly the way it may go for you when you come out. Does that make sense? So don't feel like, everything has to make sense all at once, and everything has to be perfect all at once, and everyone has to understand you coming out all at once. Like, be very patient with yourself, with the situation, and with the whole process of coming out, because what I'm saying, it's not a rush thing. I'm saying, it's not like a game. It's a lifestyle, and it's people's lives, and the way people really choose to live. So I say be very patient with the situation and with yourself. So I am done talking. I hope that you guys enjoyed those 8 little tips from the Jayyy Way, and she likes it my way. So if you enjoyed this video and you felt that these tips were helpful, please feel free to look at y'all, just looking at my old me. Nah, but like, make sure y'all give this video a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to my channel as well. Also, in the comment sections, if you feel like I missed some things that you know of that may be helpful, please feel free to comment down in the comment sections to, like, we can interact. We could talk about it, all right? Nah, but we could talk about it. And I would love to hear back from you guys' feedback. But most importantly, if you definitely enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up. Make sure you hit that post notification bell so you can be notified every time I do drop a video. Also, make sure you subscribe to my channel. I can't stress it enough. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, okay? Over here, we lit. I got y'all, okay? I got y'all. I'm a person too at the end of the day. I don't know everything, but I can only share what I know, okay? And if what I share is helpful, and I feel like it is, then I'm going to share that knowledge with you guys. So, again, like I said, with all that being said, I'm going to wrap up this video. If you enjoyed it, give me a thumbs up. I didn't even smoke during this video, which I said I was, but I'll smoke after. But that's neither here nor there. But, like, if you enjoyed this video, again, and you liked it, y'all know what to do. I don't got to keep saying that. But make sure you tell a friend to tell another friend to come oh, my face looking dry right there. To come the Jayyy Way. Cause she, oh, hold on, I almost messed up on my own cause she likes it my way. But, alright, you guys, I felt like I did so much talking. And before I filmed this video, I was having a very bad day where I had to do a lot of talking. So I'm going to shut up right now and end this video, and I hope I see y'all in my next video. Peace, love, happiness, and confidence. Be easy with yourself. Take time with yourself. Love yourself. And I will see you guys in another video soon. Peace.